reductionist biologists have said of life itself. It's a kind of iridescence on matter. Other people say mind, conscious mind, is a kind of iridescence on biology. These are all sort of ways to dismiss what we experience as most fascinating and most beautiful. You know, Plato linked the idea of the good, the true, and the beautiful. But it's hard to tell what is good, and it's hard to tell what is true. But it's not hard to tell what is beautiful. So if you follow beauty, I think you can be pretty clear that you're not going to fall too far from the path of righteousness. That's sort of what the psychedelic path is. It's the demand that things be more beautiful, more strange, more astonishing than they've ever been before. As we approach this evening, the world not only becomes more complex, but it moves faster and faster. You know the cliches. More change in the last 25 years than in the previous 100. More change in the last 100 than in the last 1,000. In the last 1,000, 10,000. Who can look at this process and assume it will ever stop? But who has looked at this process and asked themselves what will happen if it doesn't stop? Because if there has been more change in the last 20 years than in the previous 100, then in the next 5 there will be more change than in the last 1,000. And eventually you get to the notion of a universe that undergoes half of its evolutionary unfolding in the last hour and 35 minutes of its existence. This is, in fact, the kind of universe we are living in. What we have been told is that a process is pushed from behind by causal necessity, like a row of falling dominoes. Cause precedes effect. This is half the story. Half of what you see going on is simply the unfolding of causal necessity. But